Hello guys, welcome back to another video on the channel, and today we're going to be doing my Premier League because all the first 5 game weeks have been, all game weeks have been announced. So we're going to go through the first 5 and talk about them and see how many points I think they'll get in the first 5 games, because the first 5 games are massive. You know, off to a good start, off to a strong start. And yes, before we even start into this video, we've done it. We've hit 100 subscribers, and there will be a video coming out sometime this week about 100 subs. It might not be, but I just want to say, from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much for 100 subscribers. A lot quicker than I expected. And yeah, we're not going to stop grinding. We're going to keep grinding, trying to get to the next goal is 1,000. A long way, but every sub means a lot. Every sub gets us closer to we can finally go live on this channel. And yeah, but should we start off with the first team, which is Bournemouth, Arsenal. We'll go with Arsenal. So, Arsenal have Palace, Leicester, Bournemouth, Fulham, and Villa as their first 5 games. I think that's pretty comfortable games. I think they really should be trying to get to at least 10 to 12 points or 13 to 15. I think, Leicester, I think, would be the tough one. I'm going to go 10 to 12, 15 points. I haven't done my predictions for these games. So some games, I just think what they could get. So yeah, for me, I think Arsenal will get 10 to 15 points. They should get 10 to 15 points, 10 to 12 points even. Could even get 13 to 15 points. But I think they could draw to Leicester and then possibly draw to Villa. But yeah, moving on to Aston Villa. Bournemouth, Everton, Palace, West Ham, and Arsenal. Some tough matches there for Villa. I think a few of those points are Bournemouth, and then they could win. Everton, they could win, and no, Villa didn't have Arsenal. No, it's Bournemouth, Everton, Palace, West Ham, Arsenal. Oh, no, Arsenal. I don't know. Yeah, I think they could beat Bournemouth, beat Everton, draw to Palace, maybe draw. So definitely 7 to 9 points. Be interesting. Let me just get this in. This is easier. Don't say. Oh, I've done it. Alright, yeah, so moving on to Bournemouth, then Villa, Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool, and Wolves. They can't do much there, can they? For me, it's going to be a tough season for Bournemouth, and that's not the start they want. They're not the first 5 games they want. They want to get off to a good start, playing 3 of the 6 big clubs. 3 of the 6, big clubs. It's going to be tough. Definitely for me, 0 to 3 points. I think they can try and capitalise on. I think Villa and Wolves they will not be. I think they will literally be on 1 point in the first 5 games. But yeah, tough 5 games. So yeah, let's see how they come back. But should we get into Brentford? Brentford's gonna be tough. They have Leicester, United, Fulham, Everton, and Palace. They're tough. It's just going to scrape 4 to 6 points. 4 to 6 points is going to be where I put them. I think they can maybe capitalise on Fulham and maybe get a point against Everton or Palace to make it 4 to 6 points, which, yeah, for me, I think that will happen. 4 to 6 points. It'll be tough for Brentford, but yeah. Then they'll scrape it. They'll just make it. But yeah, moving on to Brighton and Hove Albion. Just Brighton. United, Newcastle, West Ham, Leeds, Fulham. I think they're games they probably should be able to beat. I think Leeds and Fulham they'll beat. I think they will maybe draw to Newcastle. They're going to go 7 to 9 points. It's going to be tough. Yeah. For me, definitely. 7 to 9. I think they will beat Leeds, beat Fulham, and either draw to Newcastle, West Ham. They could even draw to United. You never know. But yeah, moving on to Chelsea. They've got Everton, Tottenham, Leeds, Leicester, Southampton. I think they'll win all those games apart from Tottenham. I think they'll draw. So that means they'll be on 13 to 15 points. I think they'll just make it to that. I think they'll have 13 points in their first 5, which is unbelievable. Imagine that start. I think they have such an easy first run of games. They have Everton, should win. Tottenham's going to be tough. I think they can draw. Leeds a win. Leicester, I think they should be win. And Southampton, they should win. Such an easy start. Apart from Tottenham, you get a point against Tottenham. That's what? 13 to 15 points straight away. That is just unbelievable. So yeah, for me, I think Chelsea will get 13 to 15 points. Moving on to Crystal Palace. It's going to be tough for them. They have Arsenal, Liverpool, Villa, City and Brentford. That is tough. I think they can maybe draw to the Villa. I'm going to put them scraping in that 4 to 6 points because I think they'll beat Brentford and maybe get a point against Villa. Or maybe not. I don't know. I'm going to put them there. Yeah, because I think Villa will beat Palace. So yeah, Palace for me 0 to 3 points. Anyway, they'll be on 3 points. They've got Arsenal, Liverpool, Villa and City in their first 4 games. That's 3 of the big 6 in their first 4 games. Then they've got Brentford. That's tough for Palace. But yeah, moving on to Everton. They've got Chelsea, Villa, Forest, Brentford, Leeds. I think they can get somewhere with that. I think losing to Chelsea, I'm going to say 7 to 9 points. I think it'll be a very good start to Everton, and maybe they can change. I think they'll lose to Chelsea. I think they'll possibly lose to Villa. They'll beat Forest, they'll beat Brentford, they'll beat Leeds. So definitely 9, possibly 10. Imagine they draw to Villa and they get 10. Yeah, there we go. I don't know. Alright, we'll just go there. Moving on to Fulham. We've got Liverpool, Wolves, Brentford, Arsenal, Brighton. You've got to look at Fulham and it's Fulham. They're not going to get a massive win, are they? They're not going to get off to a good start. They are a newly relegated side. For me, it has to be 0 to 3 points. And it's not like they do have hard games, Liverpool, first game of the season, is tough. They've got Wolves, which is tough, Brentford tough, Arsenal tough, and Brighton tough. They've got tough games, but they're games they could win. But, it's going to be very tough for Fulham to survive this season. Yeah, it's going to be tough, but yeah, that's my prediction. Moving on to Leeds United, got Wolves, Southampton, Chelsea, Brighton and Everton. I think they can beat Southampton. I think they'll get a point over Everton, possibly. But I think they'll beat Southampton and that'll be it. I think they'll lose to Everton. So I think they'll get 0 to 3 points as well. It's looking very tight, very close at the top. But yeah, I think, done that. Moving on to Leicester City, you've got Brentford, Arsenal, Southampton, Chelsea and Man United, which is tough. Which is definitely tough for Leicester City. Brentford, a very strong side, that's for sure. First game, Brentford. I think they can maybe possibly win that. Lose to Arsenal and beat Southampton. Lose to Chelsea, draw. It's 7 to 9 points. I think they'll be right in there. Definitely interesting though. I think they can beat Brentford, they can beat Southampton. And then they can possibly draw to Brighton or something. So definitely 7 to 9 points. Moving on to Liverpool, we've got Fulham, Palace, Man United, Bournemouth and Newcastle. It's not just Liverpool, is it? It's not a tough start. Fulham in your first game. Palace, 2 games should be winning. Yesterday they draw to United, still beat Bournemouth and Newcastle. That's at least 13 to 15 points for Liverpool. They're a strong side, Liverpool, and you can't doubt that. So definitely for me, there'll be 13 to 15 points. Moving on to Man City, you have West Ham, Bournemouth, Newcastle, Palace and Forest. Let's say they draw to West Ham, they still have Bournemouth, Newcastle, Palace and Forest. It's comfortable. It's comfortable. Not tough matches at all. West Ham start the season off, let's say they lose that somehow, then maybe. But for me, that's all your top three right there, just getting 13 to 15 points in the first 5 games. It just sets the tone of the season. It's just I want this season to be a 3-horse race. I want Chelsea to be in this race. I want Liverpool to be in this race. I want City to be in this race. I want a 3-horse race. I want a massive, massive race for top 3 for first. I want a final day. I want a big title race. 3 teams, possibly one of them could win the title. And then I want a relegation scrap, a Champions League scrap. This season will be brilliant. I think it could be like this, but yeah. Moving on to Manchester United, who are Brighton, Brentford, Liverpool, Southampton and Leicester. Honestly, they can beat Brighton maybe. At least. I'm going to say 7 to 9 points. It's a good start for United. Under Ten Hag, see what they can do, and yeah, it's gonna be interesting. And yeah, United, I think they will keep Ronaldo. They could have a good season. They definitely could. Moving on to Newcastle United, have Forest, Brighton, Wolves, Man City, and Liverpool. That's tough. I think they can beat Forest. 4 to 6 points for me for Newcastle. I think, money wise, I think they can buy a few players. Not a lot because of FFP, financial fair play, but they could buy a lot of good players, a lot of solid players, and see what they can do with their team. But so it's going to be interesting with Newcastle. See what they can do, see what they can like, and their first season with the Saudi owners, they'll survive easily, comfortably survive. But yeah, moving on to Nottingham Forest, they have Newcastle, West Ham, Everton, Tottenham, and Man City. That's tough for Forest. I think it's too tough for Forest. I could possibly, Newcastle out. That's so tough. Yeah. It's a tough run, sadly for Forest, but definitely they can try and get some with that team. I don't know. Spence, I was saying about him in the last video, he is gone. I did not know that, but today he's gone. I don't know when he got sold. So yeah, they've lost one of their best players. They need to keep Samba. That's the main problem. They need to keep him. But yeah, moving on to Southampton. They got Tottenham, Leeds, Leicester, Man United, and Chelsea. That's 0 to 3 points right there. On my bottom 3, I've not got to the start of my prediction. But yeah, they got Tottenham lost, Leeds United possibly win that, Leicester lose, Man United lose, Chelsea lose. That's tough. That's tough for Southampton. Moving on to Tottenham, we've got Southampton, Chelsea, Wolves, Forest, and West Ham. I think they'll get to 13 to 15 points, possibly there. And do they draw to West Ham? No, they'll go there just. I'm going to scrape it though. 13 to 15 points for Tottenham. But yeah, moving on to West Ham. They got City, Forest, Brighton, Villa, and Tottenham. I think they'll lose to City. I think they'll beat Forest, Brighton, Villa, maybe draw to Tottenham. I said they wouldn't. So 79 points for West Ham. Not a bad start to the season for West Ham. A lot of teams in 7 to 9 points. A lot of teams are going to be mid-table. But yeah, interesting. Going into my last team, Wolves with Leeds, Fulham, Tottenham, Newcastle, and Bournemouth. I think they'll beat Leeds, beat Fulham, lose to Tottenham, beat Newcastle, beat Bournemouth. This could be a very good start for Wolverhampton Wanderers. 10 to 12 points. I think the only team they'll lose to is Tottenham. So yeah, for me, that's it. That wraps up the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, what can I do now? Road to 150 subscribers. Let's go. A 50 away. I did not expect to be 100 subscribers. I expected at least like a year or two to get to 100, not 5 months and 1 week. No, 2 weeks. 5 months and 2 weeks it took to get to 100 subscribers. Just less than a year means a lot. And I've said 100 subscribers by the end of June. That's of July. It's not even the 20th, it's the 19th of June. So, yeah, means a lot. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, see you guys in the next one.